What's up, y'all? Long time no see. It's been a minute since I made a video. It's been 2 weeks about. I'm gonna try not to make this a habit. I'm going 2 weeks without making a video because I really do enjoy when I make the videos and I get to interact with you guys. Um, y'all keep telling me to download StreamYard. I can go live off of StreamYard, but I don't know. I must be downloading the wrong StreamYard. So let me know what I got to do, but so I can interact with y'all a little bit more. I'm gonna be dropping my email, and I'll probably put up an Instagram sometime next week. But today I want to talk about young Pharaoh, and the topic of this video for young Pharaoh is, you know, is young Pharaoh, everything that's going on with him right now, everything that we see going on with him right now, from the fights with the arguments with Camille and Golden Beauty to the threats to, you know, everything, to the court cases and, all of the allegations. Is this young Pharaoh's true self being revealed, or is he actually under spiritual attack? And I know I made the first video and I was saying, like, y'all, we got to let young Pharaoh go. We got to be able to take the message and lead the messenger. And I still do believe that and agree with that to a certain extent. However, I do feel like with all that young Pharaoh has contributed, like, we owe it to him to kind of give this a deeper look. And if it is something going on, to kind of bring some attention to it. So, at this point, his behavior has been beyond disturbing. It's actually become a lot more frightening. And we just can't continue to ignore it, y'all. We know that young Pharaoh needs he needs some spiritual help. Maybe a spiritual cleanse, a detox. And he most definitely needs some kind of mental stability. And I'm not saying he needs to go to like a mental facility or anything. Like, he might be able to get his mental stability through someone he trusts, who can nurture him back to mental health, or maybe even being around his children, which is going to be kind of tough because, I mean, at this point, he doing everything in his power to never see his kids again, but this situation kind of got to reel back in before it goes too far. Now, I question if young Pharaoh, like, okay, from the outside looking in, we all see it and we like, dang, young Pharaoh then completely derailed. He then completely went off the tracks and everything falling apart. But y'all, do y'all think he even see it that way? Like, cause he still hold like this sense of entitlement and arrogance, like that ego that he always had. It was a part of his personality. It's a part of what made him so great. May very well be a part of his downfall. However, like, I don't quite think he sees himself as falling off or as even losing respect from the general public. Like, I don't, but it's we all do it. We are all like that. We never really know how bad our situation is sometimes until someone else comes and point it out to us, like, hey, like, what you doing? You tripping. So I don't think nobody in young Pharaoh's real circle, if he have one, like the Martina girl, like, I feel like she was kind of enabling him as well. Like, I don't feel like nobody really keeping it real with him. Everybody just taking the opportunity to kind of get their rocks off. And not to take shots at Camille or Golden or nothing, but like, Camille had made a statement, like, okay, Camille and Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh, when on his interview with Stormy Monroe, he was saying how his baby mom was basically like a good girl. She didn't talk like that. She didn't do stuff. But when you go on Camille's live, she's saying how, like, basically she was tired of being his, you know, being a pushover and allowing him to speak to her any kind of way. So, I mean, I guess it depends on whose perspective you really, hold on. My bad, y'all. But yeah, so like you can't blame her for wanting to and for going out to find her own voice and her own independence and wanting to live her best life, if you will, right? So, or finding her strength, you know, you can't be mad at her for finding her voice, but in her finding her own voice, in her finding her own independence, in her finding her own stability and motivation in life, that kind of leaves Pharaoh to on his own. Like I've heard Golden say like how he doesn't have his mother, he doesn't have his father. So who does young Pharaoh have? He's given so much to the community. He's exhausted himself to give to he's exhausted himself to give to us, but who is actually there for him to give to him? To refuel him, to help nurse him, because like when you do this type of work, or when you do the type of work where you have to deal with people in any kind of way, it's draining. So who's helping to fill his cup back up, you know? It, or was everybody else just worried about themselves? Now, I do want to say that first off, like there's absolutely no excuse for the way that Pharaoh talks to Camille and Golden Beauty. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Like, and that's why I made my first video. You know, when he made his comments about black women, he was talking about Golden. Like, I'm not with that at all. I completely disagree with that. It's no excuse for him speaking on the mother of his children like that out on a public platform. But that kind of further makes me question like what's going on with young Pharaoh, because I would have thought before that young Pharaoh had more polish than this. Like, we haven't seen young Pharaoh come on the public platform and speak negatively on the mother of his children. Like, and from what I could see, he held them in high regards. You know what I'm saying? I had never heard anything negative about him until all of this stuff kind of blew up. And I know Camille was pointing out the fact that he really changed when he moved to Texas. So maybe it's some truth in that. Maybe not, you know, I don't know. But there's no doubt in my mind that it's always been there as far as like how he talked to the mothers of his children. Like, you know, I don't doubt that maybe he's always cussed them out or was aggressive towards them in some kind of way. I do not doubt that at all. Like, if they say that, I believe that. I just don't see him doing I didn't see him doing it on YouTube or on Facebook. You know, some people are private abusers, emotional and things like that. And I could see him caring more about his image and his platform, and it seemed like he doesn't care about any of that anymore. You know, like he doesn't care about how people view him. He's doing sex tapes. Y'all, young Pharaoh got a y'all, young Pharaoh on OnlyFans. Like, not in a million years, which I have thought that, and I'm not going to say stoop that low because I don't want to offend the people who are on there making videos, but for someone who held themselves to such high standards and such high regard, I would never have thought that that's what it would have come to for him, you know, for him to make his money. But no judgment, still no judgment. Hold on, I got my itty bitty baby chilling with me. Trying to get this stuff set up. But yeah, so no judgment. But yeah, it didn't see that in the cards for young Pharaoh at all. Now, let me see what else did I put on here. Okay, so young Pharaoh Like young Pharaoh, I be watching Shut Up and React TV. I don't know if y'all watch him. I think he funny. I like him. I know him and Mr. Skinny had they falling out, but that's a different video for a different day. I was actually gonna do a video on that, but I'm like, you know what? No, I like Mr. Skinny. I like Shut Up and React TV. I'm gonna let them have their issue. I'm not gonna get in the middle of that because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna watch both of them. But Shut Up and React TV, he do a lot of reaction videos to young Pharaoh. And like, y'all, what's up with young Pharaoh calling and threatening Golden Beauty, threatening to get her house raided, threatening her parents, threatening to kill everybody in the house if he can't see his children? See, young Pharaoh, like, that's you better stop. You better stop. They're gonna put your ass on some medicine. You better get it under control. I don't care how mad you are. I don't care how bad you want to see your kids. You can't do that. It's just certain shit you can't do, especially a person like you. But then again, it make me question, like, damn, didn't he shoot up the garage? Like, well, why his ass ain't in jail? Maybe it's some truth to that crazy ass shit he be saying about the FBI and the fucking CIA and shit. Because he do have this inflated sense of protection and entitlement. You know what I'm saying? Like he got the FBI and the CIA on speed dial. Like, he be ready to sick them on somebody. And I just don't understand that. First of all, I don't understand how he went from exposing the corruption in the government to having them at his every beck and call to where he can call them and have them raid his baby mama house. I don't get that. Now, my heart truly does go out to Camille and Golden, because it cannot be hard dealing with young Pharaoh, having kids with him. It got to be some hard nights, but you know, that's all I can say is they got to be hard, because young Pharaoh is starting to me, he's starting to exhibit some schizophrenic. He's starting to give me schizo vibes. Like, he's starting to completely go left. And the reason why I say that is because I had people in my family who were completely normal, and then out of nowhere just kind of lost it. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of crazy. Like, I have a cousin who's about my age, and we grew up together, and we were completely the same, and we hung out together. My favorite, because we hung out together a lot, but one day she just wasn't the same. And I want to say that her mom had suffered from schizophrenia or something like that. But like, slowly but surely, she started exhibiting some of these same signs. Now, what young Pharaoh got going on isn't as bad as what was going on with my cousin, but it's definitely borderline, you know. Now, I'm not saying that he crazy. I'm not saying that there's no truth to nothing that he ever says. What I'm saying is that mania and the hysteria kind of drowns out any truth that he tells. Like, he got to calm down. He got to relax. And he got to conduct himself like he has been conducting himself, like a young man. You know, even if it was a young man with the ego, even if it was a young man with a smart ass mouth, like, he was able to, like, it don't even seem like he's able to, like, hold his composure. He just seems like off the handle. He just seems like uncontrolled. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but at this point, I'm feeling like young Pharaoh needs a handler. So, and I don't mean that in the Illuminati sense of handler. I mean that in the sense of somebody go check on him, make sure he ain't doing nothing crazy on the internet. Kind of like Britney Spears. What was that that she had going on with her daddy? I'm just saying, until he able to get back right mentally. He don't need to be on here threatening nobody's life, talking about sending the CIA and the FBI to nobody's house. He don't need to be threatening to go up in nobody's mama house. And no. You got to know. Listen, I don't care how big you got on YouTube. I don't care how much of a name you made for yourself. You got to know when to chill out. Okay? Quit trying to flex your authority. Okay? You got to know when to chill. And young Pharaoh don't know when the fuck to chill, y'all. Like, even if he is trying to mean well, we can't tell because of all the other antics. You know, even if he is under attack, it's very hard to sift through all of the fucking crazy, right? So, with both Golden and Camille being familiar with and working in the spirit, or, you know, just being around him, like, maybe they know some things. Like, I would encourage them, if they haven't already, to try to do something. And I know you probably hate his guts, but let's keep it real. Like, we all make the decision of who we want to have our kids with, right? And I got my little crybaby right here. So, I mean, you don't have to, but it would help. And even like us who follow his teachings, or who's concerned about him, even us, like, if we could light a candle for him, send him some positive healing energy, anything we could do to help him get mentally stable or grounded, to help just kind of steer him back to his senses. It's not going to be easy, but let's be honest, young Pharaoh was a giant in the spiritual or conspiracy or whatever you want to call it, right? He created so many enemies for himself, just trying to help us out, y'all. So the least we can do for him is say a little prayer for him, send him a little positive energy, light a white candle for him, hope for the best for him. Like, it's easy for us to dismiss him and cancel him and call him crazy. I did it. I made a video letting Pharaoh go, but that wasn't the right thing, you know. This is the right thing. He exposed so much, y'all. We should have his back a little bit more, because this could all be by design why he's going crazy. And we're reacting exactly how they wanted us to react. We turning our back on them. And I think it was Tariq Nasheed. He was talking about the Black Lives Matter people. And he was saying how they were vulnerable, or they had become easy targets once they lost their support. And young Pharaoh, even though it could be argued that a lot of this is by his own doing and by his own hand, but he's losing his support. And once nobody is checking for young Pharaoh becomes an easy target, y'all. And I'm going to keep bringing us back to everything that he taught us, everything he brought to the forefront, all of the wisdom he brought us. Like, let's not look at the messenger. He gave us a great message, y'all. So let's not be so judgmental on his life. Let's help this brother just like we would want some help. You know, this can very, very well be a tactic to discredit him and all his life's work. All I'm saying is, he might be up against powers that's stronger than himself, you know, and he might need a regardless of what he said about us black women and black people or whatever, he might really need us to have his back. He might could use some help, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Let's peel back the judgment for a second and send this man some love and energy. Now, hopefully he can get back to the YP that we were all able to learn something from, and that we all grown to love. And hopefully things work out for the best between him, Golden, and Camille. I'm sending them some loving and some positive energy as well. And Martina too. You know, I'm not sure. I mean, why not? But yeah, that's all I got to say. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.